It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In this game, the Bulls will be going up against New York. Well, for New York, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And pro basketball continuing to evolve. A lot of talk about the power forward position and changes to how it's being played. Kenny, I would love to hear what you have to say on that matter.
Well, most of the teams these days are playing 4 perimeter guys on the outside, 1 guy on the block, and occupy that. And he's not even there all the time. He's going out to set picks for the perimeter guys. So it's such a sliding, moving around of different offenses, but no one's in that painted area consistently.
And I think with the small ball now, you got plenty of forwards sliding to the 5 spot. The game is becoming more and more perimeter oriented.
Do you like that?
I don't.
Do you like that?
I don't either. Even for a perimeter guy, I don't like it.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the object is to take the easiest shot, and layups are easier.
Well, the object is to put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, but it's easier to take easier shots.
The object is to score more points than the other guy.
Yeah, but you're going to do that better if you take easier shots.
But they're shooting.
But you got that 3 ball.
Yeah.
If you make it.
Yeah.
I'll take 10 dunks against anyone's 10 threes in the world.
Yeah, I see your point.
Okay.
And that's pretty rare. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a 2 guard, or even a 3-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff, the better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
So the New York starting 5, they've got buckets. Anderson is out there at B-Train. Then there's Parker, and it's Irvin in at the 5. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Pierce. Right side, Porter fires from 14. It's rebounded by New York, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Well, that was an absolute beatdown, and you hope that they learn and move on from it.
Outside, Pierce. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight.
At the line, Pierce. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes the first but misses the second. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, New York's head coach and I were able to chat. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, I agree, because I don't think anything's coming easy for them tonight. They know it's almost impossible to score in bunches against this team. You've got to grind it out.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Anderson kicks to Oden. Anderson passes to Parker. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 26 points for him last game again.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks. He was awesome on the defensive end as well.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Parker outside. Simpson, Pierce covering. The pass to Oden. Porter with the steal. Back to Pierce. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Got a piece of it. To the inside. Here's Simpson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Back to Pierce. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Parker with it. And Anderson has it in the corner. Inside. To the middle. Now here's Pierce. To the middle. From outside the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And just the kind of start you're hoping to avoid. 1 for 5 from the field here early on.
Jeremic covered by Parker. Pierce wide open. He fires. Here's Summerziski. No good on the 3. For New York, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Simpson. The kick out to Anderson. New York, no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Passes to Simpson. Back to Oden. 6 to shoot. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
We know whichever team makes the best adjustments on the fly will have the best chance of emerging victorious in this first meeting.
November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bulls. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, New York, 2 games back.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even one step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Pass to Pierce. Jeremic feeds it to Pierce. And that one drops for him.
And we always talk about making your teammates better. That assist was right on target.
Anderson outside. And the pass to Irvin. There's Parker with the 3. That one, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Well, I couldn't agree more, Greg. Situations like that you hope build character, but they need to knock down the free throws, bottom line.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Pierce. Again, Pierce missing. New York trailing. Parker passes to Simpson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Here's Samardziski. They grab their own miss. Brady. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Pierce. He's been dominant over the last month. 3rd in steals. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And it's his lightning quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he makes the first. Well, court vision, Doris, one of those intangible skills. You had it when you played, and when it comes to seeing the floor, I'm sure you have people that impress you with the way they see what's going on.
Kevin, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have witnessed one of the seminal players of his generation and arguably the greatest passer in the history of the NBA, and that's LeBron James. I mean, this guy's ability to make any pass, to put a 50-foot pass on a rope from one side of the floor, maybe from the hash mark to the opposite corner, and put it in the shooting pocket of different players is mind-boggling. At the center spot, you've got the young and talented and pass-first center of Nikola Jokic. And then, of course, the man who, to me, for a 10-year stretch, was the best pure point guard in the NBA, and that's Chris Paul. And listen, historically, some of the guys I loved watching, Steve Nash, John Stockton. I loved Mo Cheeks. Listen, I'm very partial to men who want to distribute the basketball and who take special relish in watching guys score baskets off their work.
And that one misses. Off as well, so he misses both. Chicago leading by 4. Weber kicks to Pierce. Jeremic laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Easy Breezy. Lets it go from the wing. Down low. Here's Irvin. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
I'll tell you, good work to pound it down low and finish in tight.
Weber, the pass to Pierce. Pass to Weber. Jeremic, and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Passes to Hardy. Rebound by the Bulls. Jeremic tips it up. New York trails by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Law dishes to Sims. Here's Irvin. And a missed layup.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Puts it up from 17, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 10.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Hardy passes to Irvin. New York, no good that time either.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists.
Both of these clubs love to play up-tempo. That's how they win. These are the games that fans love because of the non-stop action.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He's off on the first. He's checked in for Chicago. And New York with a change here, too. Hollins checked in. That one misses. Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about. And seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin, it can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake. And obviously that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know.
New York trails by 6. Here's Easy Breezy. No points in the game yet for him. Hollins kicks to Sims. Off target from three-point range. Chicago has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And here's Pierce. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. To the paint, Weber lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Easy Breezy. Pierce covering. Goes up on the high post. And the shot goes in.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
1:04 left in the first quarter. Wide open look. No good off the back of the rim.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Here's Law. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
Kicks it to Sims. Releases. Good. He hits the jump shot. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Pierce. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And so here is Chicago. They lead by 4. Jones with it. Teardrop shot. Holland with the rebound.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Easy Breezy, and it's Law in at the 3, the small forward. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago on Wednesday and then on Friday.
Some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Owens. Misses the 3. New York shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Sims. 9 points last game out. Law kicks to Holland. Ireland defended by Jones. 6 on the shot clock. A baseline J. The shot's good from Sims. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here's Armstrong. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Poked away. Outside, Jones. Pass to Owens. Inside, here's Armstrong. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Right, Greg. You've got to push him off the box because once he's got that deep low post position, turn the lights off.
Here's Hardy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Jones. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I think he's been pressing a little bit too much, Greg. He just needs to relax and let the game come to him.
First free throw is good. Bulls making a switch here. Porter's checked in. He's off on the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
To the paint. The putback. New York trailing. Here's Sims. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Porter. Irvin, he nails it, and we're tied up. Mr. Fundamentals got 6.
Just deadly from mid-range. He's got such a great feel for that shot.
Armstrong passes to Owens. He kicks it to Armstrong. Bulls moving the ball around. And there's the pass to Jones. Now here's Porter. He's tightly guarded.
That's great use of size and length. Tough down low when guys are battling for that board.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Porter. They now take the lead. That's now 8 points for Mr. Fundamentals. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Now Armstrong. No points in the game yet for him. from free throw range. It's rebounded by New York. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Hardy passes to Irvin. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. That one good for 2.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's the feed to Jones. Trying to end the drought. Right side, Porter. Pass to Armstrong. Ripped away. Feeds to Sims. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. He has 6. Chicago trails by 6. Pass to Owens. To the inside. Here's Porter. Pass to Owens. Kicks to Armstrong. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. You look at Mr. Fundamentals. 2nd in the league, having an excellent season.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Simpson. He's covered by Armstrong. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chicago trails by 6. Outside, Jones. Jeremic covered by Parker. Here's Porter, and Parker with the block.
Still unable to connect this quarter. Really looks frustrated. Just needs to try and stay calm.
Oden against Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
For New York, they have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Oden. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. They trail by 7. To the left side wing. Armstrong with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And a fast break now for New York. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Mr. Fundamentals. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in blocks, second in scoring. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chicago trails by 9. Jeremic defended by Anderson. Here's Jones. That one wide left.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there.
And Chicago shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Stolen by Anderson. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Irvin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now the Bulls with it. 9-point game. Here's Armstrong. Hits the target from 18 feet. New York with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Parker looking over the floor. Irvin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops. Here's his check in for Armstrong. He's perfect from the line this time. Chicago trails by 9. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for New York.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the 3-ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
Now here's Pierce. Over Anderson. Porter trying to free himself up. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Pierce. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Out to the wing. Takes the 13-footer. Almost, but it rolls out. The Bulls shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Here's good. And now it's only a 5-point New York lead.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
The pass to Irvin. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Chicago trails by 5. Pierce for 3. Sinks the triple. Pierce has got 7 points for the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And it's Parker in the corner. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Now here's Pierce. 10 points for him over Anderson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Pierce has got 12.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Passes it to Irvin. Oden with the ball. Jones covering. Back to Oden. He kicks to Anderson. To the wing on the left. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Parker. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Simpson. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jeremic. And Oden sends it back. And they get it back. And it's all evened up. 13 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Parker outside. Pass to Oden. Here's Simpson. Offensive rebound.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Pierce. Count the basket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
For New York, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And Anderson has it in the corner. And that time, also a missed shot. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York on Tuesday, then on Wednesday.
You know, it's a bit of a soft spot in the schedule for them, and if you're being honest with yourself, I think they could use this. Haven't had the best results of late, and the best remedy for that is to take advantage of the schedule.
The first free throw is good.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
Pierce hits 2.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
New York trails by 4. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Holland, guarded by Porter. Down low to halt the run. The shot missing. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Jeremic, covered by Parker. Kicks it to Pierce. And he's good on the 3-ball. Pierce has got 19 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Left in the first half. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Weber looking around.
And not just sustaining the lead, they're adding to it.
Right, and this is precisely what you want to do. Build up the lead and keep the pressure on.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. And so it's New York with it, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. 41 seconds left now here in the second. And yes, it's good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Jeremic, covered by Parker. Jeremic, the offensive rebound. Here's Porter. Shoots a 3. Holland with the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For New York, they had made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pass to Weber. From deep. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bulls out front. They lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Looking at the Bulls, Kenny, what's your take?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because a game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection. Some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Well, it's his specialty. There are certain guys who can dominate a half or even an entire game by generating second chances.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Jeremic covered by Parker. It's rebounded by New York. Parker's got 4 rebounds in this game. And for New York, Parker out there with buckets. And there's B-Train. Then there's Anderson. And it's Irvin in its center. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Shoots in close. He hits it. Mr. Fundamentals got the first field goal of the second half for New York. The Bulls leading by 3. And for the Bulls, outside Pierce. A floater. It's rebounded by New York. The pass to Oden. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Passes it to Simpson. It's good. This game is all even. Bucket's got 9.
Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and it pays off with the 3. Nice.
It's Pierce on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. Jeremic. And too long on the shot.
Boy, they're slow coming out of halftime. Just 0 for 3 to start this half.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.